Hello, so today we're going to be looking at Old Macdonald. And the first thing you always want to do before actually trying to play the song is to analyze the music and see if there's anything that you should look at before actually trying to play it. So that when you actually get to a specific section that might be a little bit harder, then you'll actually know what to do instead of having to stop and start all over again. So, the first page, I think the first thing we should look at is just the time signature. If you could see that, yeah. So the time signature is 4/4 time, meaning, so we know that the top 4 tells us that we want every measure to have 4 beats, so 4 numbers per measure. And then the bottom 4 tells us that each quarter note gets 1 beat. So that means that each one of these notes is going to get 1 beat. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So now that we know how much to count up to, we should know how to do our melody, or we should know how to count our melody. The second thing we should look at is the key signature. So we looked at the time signature. Now there's nothing in the key signature. If there was a key signature, then we would have a sharp or a flat somewhere over here, and we don't, which is a good thing because now we don't have to worry about having any sharps or flats. So we're only going to be playing white notes for this song. The third thing we should look at is staccatos. So if you look at the whole 2-page song, there is no slurs at all, meaning you don't want to play the song smoothly. Like it says at the top over here, you want to play, this is what tells you how to play the song, and it says that you want to play gaily, which means you want it to be really, really happy and bouncy, so that's why they have staccato, because you want to play it really, really bouncy and really jumpy. So now that we actually looked at how to play the songs, now is when we should get into actually doing the steps. So the first step is naming the notes. Oh my gosh, my hair, what is this? Okay, it's good now. Okay, the first step is naming the notes. So let's try the first page. So what I would do if I were you right now is probably pause the video and try to name them yourself, and then after you could press play again and see if you got the same notes that I got. So there is a new hand position. Usually we're in middle C position. This time, if you look at the top, our left hand is starting on the lower C, and our right hand is starting, oh wait, I'm looking at this backwards. Okay, yeah, our left hand is starting at the lower C, our right hand is starting at the higher C. So basically, our thumb goes on F, and our pinky is on C, so nothing is touching middle C. So pinky is here on C, and then for our left hand, thumb is on G. And then for the right hand, our thumb is on F, and our pinky is on C. So that's where your hand position is. So if you ever forget, just look at that hand position, and that tells you basically where to start. So here are the notes here are the actual notes. Okay, this is so hard doing it backwards. Okay, there we go. So we got, let's see, we got C, C. Okay, yeah, so these are all C. And then this is G, and that's A, G. And then this one is E, E, D, D. And that one is C. So if you got those ones right, then yay, good for you. And now this side. So once again, don't try to actually listen to me name the notes. Try to name them yourself, and then press the video and see if you got them right. So this one's going to be the same thing. It's going to be C, 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 G, A, G. So it's kind of like a repeat. And then E, E, D, D, and C. And now is when it changes. So here it changes, but your hand position still stays the same. Do not ever try to move your hands in this song. So now, oh, it's a little blurry. So now it's, whoops, it's G, 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 And then, oh my gosh, whoops, that's my fault. Okay, it's C, 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 not G, G, G. And this is C, C, C. So these are all C's. And then once again, C, 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 C. And then together, C. Oh, this is hard doing it backwards. C, C. Okay, yeah. So all of them are C, 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 C. Same with the left hand. And then it goes, once again, C and C. And then C, C, G, A, G. And then E, E, D, D, C, and C. So, okay, I'm just going to turn this so that I could see it too. So basically, this whole top line on this second page is just a repeat of this line. So if you know this line, then you know this line. The time when it changes is this line over here. But then when we get to the last line, once again, it's the repeat of this line and the first line. So basically, the whole song repeats itself 3 times, and it just changes here. So if you recognize that, like, try, when you play a song, try looking at the actual similarities that it has, and it'll just make it so much easier, you know, instead of thinking like, oh my gosh, I have to play a 2-page song. Like, by actually analyzing it, you could see that, well, it's just the same thing repeated over and over again. So now that we got naming the notes, now we got to try to count and clap it. So since I can't really clap and hold this book at the same time, I'm just going to have my pencil by the computer, and I'll just count it with my pencil. So it's going to go, okay. Okay, let me just, okay. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, oh, okay, I'm gonna do it this way. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. And then the second page, it's going to be the same thing repeated again. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. And then the changing part is, whoops, wrong line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay. I'm gonna just, I can't really count and clap and hold this book at the same time. So you could look at the book, and here is how the melody goes. So I just counted it. Now I'll count and clap myself, and you could just look at it with your book. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Whoops, my bad. 1, 2, 3, rest. Yeah, so the last measure, that was my mistake. It's 1, 2, 3, rest. So clap, squeeze, clap, and then let go. Yeah, so that last measure is a melody that we never did before. Okay, and then, yeah, so now that you got naming the notes and counting and clapping, You could probably do name and play and count and play on your own on the piano, so you could try that. Just take the concepts that we just did now and just add it on to the playing, so it's not that hard. And then yeah, so I'll play it right now on the piano. I'll go downstairs and play it, and I'll play it one time slowly, and then I'll play it up like one time faster. You don't have to play the song fast though. Just only play it fast if you're comfortable with it. It's better to play it slowly and not make a mistake than to try to play it fast and then make a mistake. So yeah, I'll go and do that. And also, if you don't get the concept of actually counting it, because I know a lot of people by this time have a lot of confusion since there's so many different kinds of notes that we learned, I am actually going to post another video that will explain the actual counting and the note values and stuff. And maybe I'll make one about note naming too. So I'll make a video about counting the notes, and I'll make a video about note naming. Okay, so that's Old Macdonald. Okay, so that was a slow version. Now here's a fast version. But like I said, you don't have to play it fast.